Barack Obama is not a miracle worker. How did he totally normalize homosexuality in 4 years when black people haven't been normalized after 400? Can you imagine what black people would have did if George Bush said we're going to teach homosexual studies in the public schools? Black people would have lost their minds. But because it was a black...
These are the DSM-5 criteria for narcissistic personalities.
Libras are going crazy. They can't even take it anymore. When they look at Trump winning, they are having sleepless nights. When I look at this man trying to pull this out, to go off on Trump, is the most insane video you will see on the internet.
Forgive me, those bitches over at The View.
I'm a Christian girl. When something like this happens to you, like this assassination attempt, and you say something like God was watching me, that is a very unchristian thing to say because it's very narcissistic. What? Well, God was watching me and not watching them. There's something very disturbing. Not what he said.
I should have pulled the plug on that mic yesterday.
That's obnoxious. I don't know what church she goes to. That is how people of faith talk, and the intimation is never, he was looking out for me, but not those monsters. Right. It's no, he was looking out for me. It was divine providence. We don't know why he showed his grace on me. And in another instance, this was this tragic death, but it's clear he did. And I want to make something of it. I want to do something good with it. That is a completely normal, insane thing for someone to say. It's totally consistent with what I hear Christians in my life say all the time.
Yes, Libras are going insane after Trump's speech. Judge Conway pulls out live props on Morning Joe to prove that Trump is a psychopath. If you go on live TV and do this, you are a psychopath. Conway pull out a large poster board to personally diagnose Trump with personality disorder. He is 9 for 9. Totally insane. He's sick, man, and that is what we are seeing. And I think he had an advantage over this last couple of years that people haven't been seeing him. That is what he said. When I look at this video, I had to laugh all through.
These are the DSM-5 criteria for narcissistic personality disorder. I don't go through these. There's a Jimmy Kimmel monologue on our website and our website that goes through these, and it's pretty funny. That's the reason why he spoke for several hours last night. It's because, he's full of himself. But here's the real issue. He is also a sociopath. Okay? And what's a sociopath? This is the DSM definition. A pervasive pattern of disregard and violation of the rights of others, and you have to have 3 or more of the following. This isn't hard. You don't have to be a shrink. Failure to conform to social norms with respect to lawful behaviors. He's a convicted felon. Deceitfulness. How many lies did he tell last night? 30,000 lies on during his administration. Impulsivity. Hey, let's talk about Hannibal Lecter. Let's buy Greenland. Impulsivity. Irritability and aggressiveness, and including assaults. He raped a woman. He's found by a jury to rape a woman. He sexually assaulted many others. Reckless disregard for the safety of the others. Let's say, the January 6th, let the guys through with the magnetometers with the guns. And I can go all the way through it. He's 9 for 9. Well, he's a sick man. Yeah. And that's what we're seeing. And I think he's had an advantage over these last couple of years that people have been seeing him. And that now that they're going to see him, they're going to see the guy's a nut job. And we got to get rid of this double standard, and we have to start talking about this, and that's the point of psychopath.org.
Yes, I've watched this man over and over trying to bash Trump, especially on CNN. The daughter is on OnlyFans, putting out videos, pictures for money. He will not go there to correct the daughter, sitting here to talk trash about Trump. When I look at people like this, doing this kind of videos, it saddens me because people will see it and ignore. I don't always like to react on videos like this, but when I saw it, it is important I show you. Now going to another clip.
For me, I have a lot of faith in the American people. And I don't know very many men who want to be talked to the way that this man has been talking to men in his audience. I don't know any women, and I know his grandchild was up on the thing, and they're trying to humanize him and change your idea about who this guy is. Don't fall for that.
Trump, you're talking about.
Yeah.
Talking about Trump. Biden had been up there giving that speech, men in white coats would have interrupted him and carted him off and put him in a padded wagon. I thought today I would wake up and the TV would be full of like doctors talking about Donald Trump's cognitive decline. I thought it would be full of Republicans hanging their heads in shame like Democrats did. Joe Biden had a bad 90-minute debate. He said it's one episode. That's what we've seen so far. What we saw yesterday was a replay of Trump's 90-minute constant rallies. It's too bad the bandage was just over his ear. It should have been over his mouth.
For me, I have a lot of faith in the American people. And I don't know very many men who want to be talked to the way that this man has been talking to men in his audience. I don't know any women.
Let's be honest. The kind of things these people say on air, if they say these same things to maybe Democrat, the person or the network will be off air. They allow them to spew this on a daily basis. They go free without anything being done. Why? The view should be off air ever since. The kind of thing they spew are extremely concerning. When I look at videos like this, Anna saying, oh, she thought Trump should be shot in the mouth, not in the ear. Look at the kind of prayers that will put out on air. The attacks these people put out on Trump is increasing every day. I thought by now they would try to reduce it, but it is not. Inasmuch they know very well that they can't defeat Trump, this is the only thing they have. It is to go after him here and there. Within this short clip, I don't usually like to make a video to be too long. You have seen about 5 persons going off. But Republicans will never really do this much, like attacking, doing this. Okay, I've been putting out videos here. I don't go too mean on people. I try to just react, share my thought, respecting the people involved. But these people don't do that. In politics, you should go after someone, talk about the policies, talk about not going to that kind of extent the way they do here. For people who have been complaining that, oh, they can't get me, they're getting echoes, I want to know your opinion. Is it okay, the sound? I want to know what you think. Because I got one, I don't know if it's filtering my voice. What?
The grade you gave it?
I gave it an 8.
Enough! And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother! Let Trumpomania rule again! Let Trumpomania make America great again!
For his discussion on getting unity together in the country, as well as the border control and inflation.
Thomas was...
Enough! And I said...
I want you to listen to a little bit of what... Here's where I thought it was lacking. He said the political rhetoric's gotten too hot.
And finally, new rules...
If you look at the moment that you heard that
Just to be clear.